check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man. Let's talk about Keith one-time Thurman. And everybody know that before I do the film work, I can't 100% say I'm picking Keith Thurman to beat Pacquiao, but pretty much leaning that way. That ain't because I'm a Keith Thurman fan or no shit like that. All right, to keep it a buck, I just think stylistic wise, Keith Thurman will win. But you know what? I'm gonna make some of these Errol Spence fanboys happy. All right, with this video, I need Keith Thurman to keep that same energy. Hold on, I need Keith Thurman to keep that same energy that he got with Pacquiao. That I'ma sleep Pacquiao and I'ma send Pacquiao packing and blase blah. I'm gonna need that same energy when it comes to Errol Spence. But we back, Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Yeah, we still on the road here. When we back out on the road, had to shoot a move, but appreciate everybody for showing love. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button if I didn't say so, and share the video. But yeah, man, I mean, when it came to Errol Spence, when that was last January when they was at a fight or whatever, I can't remember. It was at one of them fucking fights they was at, right? I can't remember exactly what fight it was, but that was at one of them damn fights, and Keith and Errol was sitting next to Brian Custer, and all I know, this nigga get to talk about, I'm not as hungry as I once was, but I'll get that hunger back, and blase blah. And I'm like, bruh, like, you a hoe out here, and I stand by that. You know, my whole opinion doesn't change about Keith Thurman because I believe he should beat Pacquiao stylistically wise speaking, but all of a sudden he ain't hungry no more. His stomach ain't full. When it come to Errol Spence, then he just trolling and shit. Like, at the end of the day, we need homeboy to have that same energy about Errol. You know what I'm saying? You know, I would be very, very happy if he signed to fight Errol Spence next, and the winner of Shine and Errol, the winner of Keith and Pacquiao, signed to fight the winner of each other next. That's what should happen. That's only gonna make Porter, Errol Spence bigger, and Keith Thurman, Pacquiao bigger. Real talk. That's only gonna make them fights bigger. But Keith Thurman going around here, that's that throwback Keith Thurman, that one-time Keith Thurman. He act like he see a diamond just sitting right there, like Indiana Jones, and he ain't no booby trap. He could just take the diamond and get the bag and get out the back door and run off for a minute. No, bro, we need you. All this stuff you got about Pacquiao, on the center retiring, I ain't playing with him, his fan, this is gonna be the last time you see Pacquiao. Why we can't get none of that when it come to Errol Spence? Why we can't get none of that bravado when it come to Errol Spence? You know, every time you talk about Errol Spence, you putting your head down, or when he ain't around, or when he on this inside PBC, you trolling him and shit. Like, nah, bro, we need you to have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason probably the people in Florida don't bag him. All right, Florida probably don't care about boxing because Winky had to really hit the road. Oh, he had to go OT to really build his name and then come back to America. And I believe it was Shane Mosley that gave him his shot. And Jeff Lacey, I mean, he just got abolished by Joe Calzaghe. That's still one of my favorite fights to go back and watch. I gotta watch that this year. I was watching Floyd and Cotto the other day. Who else you got? Roy Jones, you know what I'm saying? Roy Jones, people celebrate. Roy was one of a kind, depending on what your opinion about it. But it's a lot of fighters in Florida, man, that don't get that hype behind them. And if Keith Thurman beat Errol Spence, maybe they'll get behind him. But I don't like his demeanor. I'll be the first to say that. People be like, "Oh, you hating on Errol Spence?" I just keep it accountable. If I'm hating on Errol Spence, then I'll be out here, doing what some of these other channels doing, basically saying, "Oh, Deontay Wilder is ducking Dillian White." Nah, man, hating to be like, "Oh, Sean Porter definitely gonna beat Errol Spence," and that's hating. That's hating. What I'm saying about Errol Spence and Crawford ain't no fucking hate. That's actual factual. You know what I'm saying? But about Keith Thurman, we need that same energy, man. I don't know why he don't keep it with Errol. You know, at the end of the day, I heard they sparred. This was a rumor a while ago. And, you know, if you really scared of him, man, and I know people favorite line to say, oh, fighters ain't scared of nobody. You know, fighters don't have no fear. Yes, they do. Fighters ain't a machine. If you go back and look at Michael Spence was crying before he had to fight Mike Tyson, that should prove your theory false right there. That should prove your theory. I mean, I believe he don't want to fight Errol Spence. And you know what? I ain't saying that Tommy Hearns was scared of Marvin Hagler, but I can see Keith Thurman coming out trying to fight Errol Spence like Tommy fought Marvin Hagler, and just trying to go to war and go for broke, because in the long term he know he ain't gonna be able to beat that guy. As the fight goes on, in my opinion, if Keith Thurman don't get Errol Spence out of there in the first 6 rounds, Errol Spence is a guy that gets stronger as the fight goes on. He kind of reminds you of Emmett. You know, you had your workhorse backs, Emmett, Barry, Mike Allstott for a minute. It just has certain backs that can wear out the defense. They might carry that bitch for 10 times, for 15 times, and they might only have 30, 40 yards. When you look up, it's the end of the third, fourth quarter, one carry. Oh, now it's 20 yards, or it's 10 yards. Another carry, now it's 20. Now he busted off for 40, 50, and before you know it, the motherfucker got 20 touches for $150 or $140. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? He may look vulnerable early on sometimes, trying to figure you out, but especially with Keith Thurman front running ass, it get to the 7th, 8th, 9th round, 10th round, and in this case, a 10, 20, 30-yard run, that might be a knockout to the body. Because Errol is very, very good, and I'll give him credit for this, man, at cutting the ring off and closing the distance. And a lot of people don't really understand what I mean. When you watch Danny Garcia, for example, fight Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman is able laterally to go either way he want to go and have his way with Danny Garcia, because Danny don't cut the ring off. And while you're not cutting the ring off, you can't really close the distance. Errol Spence won't allow that to happen. A lot of times, that ain't got as much to do with foot speed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, cutting that ring off got to do with it's fundamentals. Cutting the ring off. And then that jab helps you also to cut the ring off and close that distance and zero in on your opponent. And Keith Thurman, he front run. And I just figure Errol, if he don't get Errol out in the first 6 rounds or hurt him bad, I just feel like he already knows it's inevitable. He getting stopped. And that's just my opinion on the fight. But at the end of the day, at least show us that like I got a chance. At least try to get the closet Keith Thurman fans back out, because there's some that really want to come out there and root for Keith Thurman. There's some that really ashamed to come out here and root for Keith Thurman because how bad he didn't assassinated just the one-time name. You know, it's taboo to back Keith Thurman. Real talk. Now, if he get past Pacquiao like I think he should, then they start coming out. Oh, Errol wouldn't stop Pacquiao at all. And you're going to see they start coming back out. But soon as Errol Spence probably hop in that ring or catch him in these streets, catch him in these Fox, PBC, Showtime streets, they going to be like, yeah, they going to get back to being in their little cave. But we need that homie to keep that same energy. I don't know why he can't, even if he playing a role. We just seen him before. Guys that fought Mike Tyson talk all that shit. What was it? Peter Neal, whatever his name, white boy, talked all that shit and got spanked in like the first, second round or some shit like that. At least give us something to gravitate to. At least bring the one-time believers back, Keith. But anytime you talk all that shit about Errol, you talk all that shit about Errol and you trolling him, but then when you in his presence, we can't respect that, homie. We can't. So tell that nigga keep the same energy. I ain't gonna forget that in this Mr. Pacquiao shit. I ain't gonna keep that energy, but same energy. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Appreciate the love and support, man. You always can hit me up on social media or in the email. It's the quickest way than Twitter. and I accommodate your video requests. But don't forget to check out our sponsor, our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing gets you 18% off their 100% all natural products. Check them out. Website, promo code in the description. They got a muscle relaxing rub and foot soaks and bath bombs and all natural. All their products are all natural and they dope. So check them out, man. That website, promo code in the description. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.